Welcome to this session on global changes. So in this session, we're going to use the global changes dialog. Now this is used to make global changes either to the whole of your project or to groups of rooms or zones and floors. And we can simply select an item to be changed globally and then specify the changes that need to be made and apply them to the selection. And so we're going to do this with the wall constructions we created in the last sessions. So I'm going to go back to my Home tab, and there is a Global Changes icon there. I'll select that. So the first change we're going to make is to change the exterior surface on our second floor, or floor 2 of the office, to the metal panel construction. So the easiest way to make that selection would be to select one of our zones, which is the office floor 2. And note that when I do that, it highlights all of the rooms within office floor 2. So that's the selection set which these changes will be applied to. Now, if we go over to the right, note that we have a number of different categories here. So these are all different things that could be changed through this dialog. Now we're going to change walls, so I'm going to expand that category. And note there's walls, which are exterior walls, and there's partitions, which are interior walls. In this case, we're going to change the exterior wall, so I'm going to check that on. So it's only going to change things which I have checked on or toggled on. And we're going to select the new data. So I'm going to pull down the pick list, and I should see my project walls right at the top, and there's that middle panel wall. So I'm going to select that one. That's what we're changing it to. Now, we could restrict the changes. So for instance, we could say only change a particular wall to this new wall. But in this case, it's all the walls, all the exterior walls. And so there's no need to restrict changes. And then all I need to do is select apply. And you can see it says 12 rooms changed. Now, a number of these rooms didn't have exterior walls, so there's really no change to those. But the change should take effect on at least those 2 office rooms. So I'm going to close this dialog for the time being. And let's go look at the surfaces of, for instance, the open office area. So the exposed wall, if we selected the properties, we can see that its construction is now metal panel wall. So I'm going to cancel that, and we're going to make one more change. So I'm going to go back to the global changes. And this time we want to change the partition that is around our stairs and our lift shafts to that plaster on block partition that we created in the last session. So in this case, I'm going to simply go through my list of rooms and select everything that is a stair or a lift. So again, using my control key. And just make sure you get all the floors. And then again, I'll expand the walls tab. This time I'm going to change a partition type. And we're going to change it to the plaster on block partition. And again, select apply. And so now all of those rooms are modified. Note down at the bottom it says 36 rooms were changed, whereas we only had 12 rooms selected here. And the reason is that it has to change any room adjacent as well, because its surface is also being changed. So for instance, if we have the men's room adjacent to our passenger lift shaft, then at least that surface of the men's room has to be changed as well. Okay, so once that change is made, we're going to close our dialog. And in the next session, we'll take a look at the fins manager and adding fins to the south-facing facade of our building.
If you found this video helpful, please give it a like. If you want to see more such series, consider subscribing to our channel. Thank you, and see you next time.